Hey collective, happy new moon in Leo. The sun and moon is currently in Leo. My moon is also in Leo. So I'm just taking in all this energy. I'm feeling everything. And I'm also depicting and slowly identifying the things that feel a bit hidden, but are slowly coming to the surface for me to better understand for myself. It's kind of like puzzle piecing or putting clues together. It's a lot of mystery, but it feels this type of mystery feels a bit festive for me. It feels like there's a lot of celebration within this kind of energy at the moment. So I feel like it's more so of hopeful energy that I'm feeling off of. It's something to look forward to. It's not something to dwell on in any way, or it's not about burdens. It's really all about your perception. It's all about how you choose to continue to move forward in this journey. So I feel like that's a highlight right now for the spread so far. It's like things are coming in for someone. I hear reaping the rewards, reaping the benefits. You are always gifted with opportunities. It's all about how you choose to respond to these opportunities, how you choose to respond to change. How are you willing to incorporate your own change? How are you willing to incorporate equality? How can you become closer with a group of individuals? How can you become closer to spirit? How can you become closer with yourself? That is what I get from this. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune stands out a lot here, obviously, it being a major arcana and it being paired with 9 of water, joy, and victory, really completing it as well. It's going back to the puzzle piece. It's like putting puzzles together and realizing that right now I feel like this energy just calls for you to wander. It calls for you to purposely, intentionally get lost, because that's what's bound to happen anyway. It doesn't mean to get frustrated about that. It means it's okay if you make errors. It's okay if you go in the wrong direction, because it's almost like it's like a maze game. You're in a game where it calls for you to just make mistakes. And I feel like that's what's really being highlighted at this time, that someone may learn that whatever errors they run into, it's brought them to where they need to be now. It's actually given them more clarity. And the Sun card in tarot speaks all about clarity, it having to be a Leo card. Leo energy alone speaks of clarity. So don't be surprised if you get a lot of that right now. You're gonna get big doses of clarity, and that just honestly, it propels you forward to move how you choose to move from here on out. Someone may have had a calculated way of how they want to proceed into some kind of new I don't fucking know, experience. It's like whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, you may have already had a calculated way on how to go about it, and now you're realizing it doesn't call for so many rules, or this whole list that I created, fuck this list. Like, someone's ready to kind of speak more so from the heart. It's like fluid communication can be coming through, and I even feel that through the way that I've been communicating these past couple of days. I'm like, I just need it's some kind of honesty that you have to dig out from within, and you realize it's not asking for a lot. The divine is not asking for a lot from you. It's not asking of a lot from you. It's just simply you bringing that truth to the surface, and that's all that it calls for. the less you say, but when it comes to the message that you're trying to give out, those words that you do choose to use within whatever brief sentence that you're giving, with whatever speech, with whatever lecture that you choose to give, however it is that you may be offering, a cup of love, whatever it is that you are presenting right now, it doesn't call for a grand gesture. But when you do give this lecture, or you do express yourself, it is going to be very profound. It is going to highlight a lot of things within this dynamic, and that may also, that is how things are really going to break apart. It's how things are going to turn up. You're going to see what you do, how much of an effect is going to play on everything else around you. You're going to be able to see things grow and blossom the way that it's meant to, but you're also going to see how it's going to break things apart. You're going to see how there's going to be some damage, and it's not because of you. You did exactly what you needed to do. You went through with what felt right, and that's all you can ever do. That's all you can continue to do. But this act of service, in a sense, is also going to it's going to give exposure to others around you. It's going to show some kind of exposure when it comes to others around you. So the effect that you may be playing right now, it will trigger others around you, in a sense. Your truth will also expose the truth of others, and let that play out karmically however it needs to, because it is meant to. It is meant to play out divinely, exactly the way it needs to be, pretty much, which is, yes, through the energy of the divine. Okay, so I feel like this is pretty short and sweet. Like, it's not rocket science. It's just about, like, just continue to move, keep moving, continue to move forward, keep looking ahead, and just go through the process, because the more you do that, the more nourishment you receive, the easier things feel, honestly, because you realize it's like, it doesn't call for you to have to, get so much assistance this time. It's really all in your hands. And I think someone discovers how much power, how much strength they really have just within themselves alone, that they realize that they don't need as many people as they thought. They don't need to manipulate a situation by looking for the resources that they think they need to achieve something. It doesn't call for that this time. You have the answers, in a sense. You have all the answers. So put out what you can right now, and watch what kind of effect that plays next. Watch what kind of impact that creates on your situation or this experience, right? So Ace of Air comes out, which is only more communication. So going back to that fluidity, right? It's this feeling of like, wow, I don't know why, but like when I speak, or whatever kind of action that you're doing right now, it could be through whatever you do, it could be through painting, it could be through drawing, it could be through dancing, it could be through whatever. It's just, there's something about it that's just so effortless and fluid. It's like, why can't it always feel this good? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. So there's definitely more answers coming in, and I feel like they're gonna come in multiple ways, in any way that you could think of that in a sense exists, some way, somehow, someone or a group of people are finding their answers, and they could find it again in mysterious ways. They're gonna find their answers in ways that they didn't think they would. Like, let's say you choose to go on a walk today, right? You choose to do a nature walk, or you choose to go for a hike, but you go somewhere. Let's say you even go on a hike, somewhere where you've never been. You make some kind of connections when you go there. If you go there with someone and you have some kind of conversation with them, there's some kind of connections you're gonna make, and it's all because you chose to go to that specific place. you know? So it's shit like that. So this should be interesting.